and welcome to my channel. Well, I didn't get to do a video last week because we had a little issue. We had some plumbing or something burst under the sink in the kitchen, and it collapsed the bottom of the cabinet, so we spent all weekend last week fixing that. So I'm going to do something for you a little extra special today. I'm going to do braised short ribs. I first had those on one of the cruises, the first cruise that we were on, and I just thought they were wonderful. And I have been kind of trying to find a similar recipe. Well, I think I finally hit on it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for you. So we're going to get that started. Okay, now I have about 2 tablespoons or so of canola oil in my pan. You can use any kind of oil you want, or you could use lard, whatever you wanted to use to sear these ribs. And of course my short ribs have been seasoned on all sides with salt and pepper. And we're going to go ahead and start adding these. You hear that sizzle, that's what we're looking for. And we're going to go ahead and start getting these seared. What I want to do is sear these on all sides, including even the ends here, because if we get a good sear on our meat, it's going to bring out a lot of good flavor. So we're going to do that. Get a good sear on all sides, and including even the ends. We want to make sure we get a good sear. All right. So it's going to take about 3 to 4 minutes on each side to get that sear going on these. And I am also, while I'm doing this, going to go ahead and preheat my oven to 300 degrees. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get that oven started preheating. And I'm going to go ahead and get the sear done on these. And like I say, we're even going to sear these on the ends. Both sides, the sides and the other sides, and then the ends we're going to get all seared. So when I get these good and caramelized, I'll be back with you to show you what to do next. Okay, I just turned these over to do the other side, but you can see what they look like. They're nice and browned and caramelized on this side, and we're going to do that on all 4 sides plus the ends. Okay, my short ribs came out real nice. They look real good and nice and caramelized, and that's what we're looking for. So in the same pot, now I have dumped off a lot of the fat and the oil that was in here because it renders a lot out of the ribs. So I had quite a bit, way more than I wanted. So to this pot, I'm adding, this was about a little over a cup, maybe a cup and a half or so of carrots that I cut up. And to that, I'm going to add my onion. Okay, let me move this cutting board. Okay, and now it also called for a couple of celery stalks cut up to add to this as well. Which I didn't do because my husband absolutely detests anything to do with celery. So I didn't put the celery in it. We're just going to use the carrots and the onions, and it'll be fine that way. And I'm just going to kind of stir these around until those onions become translucent and the carrots have started to soften. Also want the onion to begin to fall apart, these chunks like that. We want those to begin to fall apart and separate. And it smells really good already. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cook this up, and when it's ready for the next step, I'll be back with you. Okay, my carrots and my onions have been cooking now for just about 5 minutes, and the onions have come apart and turned translucent. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Let me go ahead and get that put in there. Scrape that in. There we go. Okay, and we're going to add a couple of cloves of garlic. I'm only going to add a teaspoon, and I'm using this minced garlic because my husband's not real big on strong garlic, so not going to use it too strong. But we're going to go ahead and mix this in well, and then we're going to cook this for about 1 more minute, and I'll be back with you then to show you what we're going to do next. Okay, this tomato paste and the garlic have been cooking for just about 1 minute. So what we're going to do at this time, this is 3/4 cup of red wine, and I'm going to pour that in and deglaze that pan a little bit. I want to get all that brown goodness off the bottom. Now the alcohol content is going to cook off of this, and we're going to be left with a very flavorful mix of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this simmer. I'm going to turn this back up a little bit because it's not simmering. There we go. Okay, we're going to simmer this for about 3 or 4 minutes until it has reduced down a little bit, and when that happens I will be back with you. Okay, my carrots and red wine mixture have been simmering now for about 3 to 4 minutes, and you can see it has reduced down quite a bit. So at this point I'm going to add my 1.5 cups of beef broth. Alright, and we're going to stir that in. I'm going to add 1 bay leaf, so let me grab the bay leaf and get it out of here. Okay, there we go, and there's 1 bay leaf. Now we're going to add our ribs back into this pot. So here we go. And I see right now that I don't have nearly enough liquid in this, so I'm going to add some more beef broth to it. Oops, dropped that one and made a splash. Okay, so we're going to add a little more beef broth to this so that there will be plenty of broth in here, plenty of liquid. Because I don't think, I'm going to add just a little more just to make sure. I think that's probably enough, but no, we're going to go ahead and add some more. Yeah, that looks a little better. You don't want them completely submerged, but you do want them to where they're like maybe 2/3 covered, and I think we're there. Alright, so I'm just going to stir that around a little bit. Okay, and I've had my oven preheating, so what I'm going to do is put a lid on these. And they're going to go in the 300-degree oven for about 3 hours. So I'll be back with you then and show you how we're going to finish these off. Okay, my braised short ribs have been in the oven for about 2.5 hours, and they are done. I just checked on them, and here's what they look like. Now I'm going to let them sit for a little while because I want to get some of that grease out of there that has gotten in there from the ribs rendering down. So I will go ahead and pull that off of there when that cools down. Now I'm going to make some mashed potatoes with this and maybe another vegetable, and I will be back in a little while to show you what it all looks like. Okay, and there is what they look like on the plate. I put them over mashed potatoes just like we had them on the cruise ship, and I gave my husband some corn as well, so I think he'll enjoy that plate. I did take a little nibble of that, and man, they are delicious. Now the sauce, I didn't reduce that down. I didn't really need to after it baked a while in the oven, but if you make this and you find you got a little more sauce than you need, all you need to do is strain the vegetables out of it, and then put it back on the heat and reduce it down to maybe about half volume. But as you can see, I did not have to do that. That thickened up really nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video and that you'll try to make these ribs yourself. If you did enjoy this video, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. And I'll have that recipe listed down below so you can try these if you like. So y'all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.